Hello beautiful people and welcome back. I'm in a little bit of a different setting today, and that's just because it is ridiculously hot, so I had to go somewhere with air conditioning. And it makes me laugh the way the world works. So my Jeffree Star Cosmetics video went up just the other day, and guess what arrived in the mail? Finally, my mini controversy palette arrived. Now, I ordered this on the launch date, and it's taken like 3 weeks to get here. But as soon as I saw the package, all was forgiven and forgotten. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a couple of looks, a different look on each eye, and really test out sort of all the colours in the packet. Now, in the palette. Now, if you are new to the channel, hi and welcome. Make sure you hit subscribe, you hit the like button, and drop a comment below. Let me know if there's any products you want to see or any brands you want me to talk about, or even if there's any ingredients you want me to talk about. So before I zoom in, let's have a closer look at the packaging. So I really like, this is the box that it came in. It's got a nice feeling to it. And this is the actual palette itself. Now, it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be, and it's actually a lot heavier. So in my last video, quick recap, I like most of Jeffree Star Cosmetics products. I do think they work really well. Just with the Australian dollar conversion rate, they become far more expensive. So this cost me, it's a $28 palette. Then with shipping, it cost me $43.92 US. So that converts to something like $60 odd just for the one. If most of the products, if I could get them in store and they would be $22, I'd happily pay for them. I'd use them every day. So this guy here, as I said, is $28. It comes with 9 shades. That's them here. If you've been living under a rock and haven't seen the docuseries that Shane Dawson has done, which is his collab, this is his collab with Jeffree, it's been really interesting to watch, and it definitely got me hooked and intrigued. But I'll have a bit of a chat as I'm doing my makeup. Alright, so what we'll do is I'll just go through each row, do a bit of a finger swatch because I haven't played with this yet. I haven't touched it, so I'm interested to see what the colours look like. And once we do that, I'll then get into doing the actual makeup. Here we have Flat Earth, Cry on My Couch, and My Boyfriend's Purse. Then we have Controversy, Diet Root Beer, and My Apology. And then on this hand we have Exposed, Cancelled, and The Simulation. Right off the bat, they feel very soft to touch. It does look like the purples might stain a little bit. So I've actually put on my Fresh and Flawless concealer just as an eye base. If you have a primer, I recommend putting that on. But enough babbling, let's get into the makeup. Alrighty, McGuighty. I'm going to take Cry on My Couch, and I'm going to take that over both lids. So the shadows do have a bit of a fallout. Obviously you're not going to dig into them, but just be a little bit careful, a little bit mindful when you are in the palette. Cry on My Couch and Exposed are both a really nice base colour to apply to the lid. And if you don't want to do much, that's all you really need. Now this palette is pretty good because it does have a lot of neutral tones in there along with a lot of fun colours. I know not a lot of people like to wear blue eyeshadow. I'm one of those people that absolutely love it. I don't mind going a little bit retro, but I also like to do quite a dramatic blue smoky eye. So I'm going to start with the blue colours and do that on one eye, and then I'll use more of those purple and neutral tones on the other eye. So I'm just going in with a Real Techniques crease brush, going into the colour Cancelled, and I'm just going to put that all through my crease. Now, as I was sort of saying before, I work in marketing, so I found the Shane Dawson series to be really interesting. It was a great technique, a great change to the normal makeup campaigns that we see, and the very subtle shift from talking about being more of a documentary about what's involved with makeup and how much things cost to then actually selling the upcoming products was really nicely done. It was subtle, you didn't notice, and then it was very easy to get swept up and involved in the launch. I'm just going to take diet root beer, just on quite a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use that to help blend this out and smoke it up. When you do blue smoky eyes, it always looks terrible right up until the end. It takes a bit of working, a bit of liner, and a bit of finesse to get it looking good. So now I'm just going to go into the colour, the simulation, on a flat brush, and I'm just going to pack it in through this outer corner here. I'm just going to take the colour Flat Earth and just run that through this inside bit here and blend all those colours together. Now I know it's not part of the palette itself, but I just want to darken up my outer corner just a little bit. So I'm just taking a bit of a black, just a normal black eyeshadow just through this outer corner. Those blues are a really nice colour. I do want a bit of a shimmer, and the darkest shimmer that is available in the palette is the simulation, which is a dark blue. So I'm going to try my Boyfriend's Purse, which is this interesting taupey shimmer colour, and I'm just going to try and put that on the inner corner and just see, inner third, sorry, and see what that looks like. It's nice. It didn't quite achieve what I wanted it to achieve, but for now, that'll do. Before I move on to eyeliner and making this look 100% fantastic, I'm going to move on to the other eye and do this first. Now, I am just going to go straight in with the colour My Apology, which is this really nice burgundy maroon sort of colour. I'm going to run that, basically do the same shape as this eye, but in the purples. So I'm going to run it through the crease and then smoke it out. Already, this is a really nice colour. This is something that I would wear on a day-to-day basis. It's a lot darker than I thought it would be, so a little goes a long way with this tone. You definitely only want to use a little bit with this colour and then build it up, because it's quite a dusty pigment. So as I'm sort of blending it out and working it out, there is a little bit of fallout. It is going to require a little bit of cleaning up afterwards, but in saying that, the colour is really nice. Interestingly, even though that purple swatch is a lot brighter and a lot sort of more intense than that burgundy colour, it actually disappears a little bit with it. So it would be nicer on its own rather than blended in together, but it's a really nice purple. And oh my god, I have to eat a biscuit. I am obsessed with these biscuits. These are the Shapes Vegemite and Cheese biscuits, and oh my god, I can eat a box of these in one go. So need to have a bit of a pit stop for biscuits. So now I'm just going to take the colour Exposed and run that through the first half of the lid and blend it all together. And then that definitely needs a little bit of sparkle, a bit of shimmer. So I have dipped into my Australis Girl Boss palette for this shimmer just because I wanted something that's a little bit more pink and will work better with these purple tones, where my boyfriend's purse actually has grown on me and it actually looks really nice together with this blue. Alright, I'm back. So I did have a little bit of problem with my eyeliner and had to take a little bit of makeup off, but that's not important. What is important is what are my thoughts on this palette. I really like the colours. They are definitely pigmented. They're definitely strong. I love the blues. The two blues of Cancelled and the Simulation, they are my favourites. Now, I do wish there was a black in here because particularly when I like to do this sort of eye, the black just helps to give it more shape, more definition, and there's no black in here. Same with this side. So, what colours are they? So My Apology and Controversy and Expose all work together really nicely. You could create something that's quite subtle and quite pretty through that eye. But again, I do feel a black in here would help. So you are going to need another palette of some sort to give you something that's a little bit darker, as well as sort of the shimmer colours. So My Boyfriend's Purse, I do have that through this front third of the eye, and it is very nice. It's a very nice tone, but it's not going to work with everything. So for example, this side here, I have put it on the inner corner, but it's not, I want something on this side that's whiter, something that's much brighter. But the two neutral tones here, very nice. I've used them to smoke everything out through the top. Very nice transition colours, and will be nice just to wear on their own. But my final thoughts are, this is really nice. Definitely the formulation of the eyeshadows are really good. They're really pigmented. They feel like they're going to stay. They all blended in nicely together. But for me in Australia, it's just, I don't think it's worth the hassle and pain of international shipping and the conversion rate. So it basically doubles in price, where there are things that I could get here in Australia that have similar colours that work just as well. So at the end of the day, it comes down to if you are obsessed with Jeffree Star or obsessed with Shane Dawson, then you will love this. You will use it all the time. If the colours are not for you, then it's not something that I would recommend. There are eyeshadow palettes out there. For example, this is the Girl Boss Australis palette that I've dipped into to sort of help with these eye looks, and this was only like $15. So, you know, there are things closer to home that produce just as good as results. But in saying that, it's not a flop. They look fantastic. I love the colours. I love the packaging. Overall, I do think it's a win, but it's just up to you whether or not you want to spend the money and have to get international shipping. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked this video. It's a little bit different to what we normally do, but if you do want to see similar videos or makeup looks or testing out eyeshadow palettes, then definitely pop a comment below and hit that like button. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day and I will speak to you again soon. Bye!